anticipated. Behaviors that you would expect to happen. And you are taking note of what you are seeing. That's why they are informed. So what are we saying? In simple terms, we are trying to say that anecdotal records, they will give you information of the natural behaviors or the natural flow of things according to that particular activity. Something that is not manipulated, something that is not modified by anybody else. Remember, they are there naturally. That is how life. And when they are learning whatever they are doing, it is something that they are doing it naturally. The teacher is also teaching naturally as a professional teacher. Whatever they are doing is not something that has been influenced by either yourself or anyone. They are doing their job. So, they will observe typical behaviors. Are we together? Yes. When you're observing, it means you're observing typical behavior. You didn't tell them, the way of animal, the behave, no, isn't it? So you haven't manipulated them. So what you get there is something which you did not prevent. You say, alright? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying here. What you get is information which is not premeditated. It's not something that you have already determined which is that you get. As a matter of fact, you are not God to make So that is the advantage of these anecdotal records. They will help you to but to gather pure information of how things take place. Of course, because it's a qualitative study, the moment you are there, somehow the children and even the teachers will adjust, isn't it? Because it's also natural. Obviously, they know that they are doing an observation. You should be in your best behavior. Yeah. Just want so that usually happens. It's something that you cannot avoid. But the point is that cannot affect how things normally work. It can, yes, modify, but maybe just 5%, at most maybe 10% of how things run can be distorted. But at least 90% of what happens naturally each and every day, you will still observe. In another class, some people were saying, observe and if you know what information, you're going to distort. When you go to book, you say, I'm here, I'll come such a time, such a date to do the observation. This is the objective of my visit. Both the teachers when they're informed and even management when it's informed, they will try and manipulate things so that they give you a very good picture. So there was a question to say, what can you do to minimize that distortion? There we had a discussion about that. I don't know. What do you think would be the best way to do it? Would have succeed? Because again, you know, better than before. I've been a teacher. I taught several institutions here. And once we hear we have inspectors and teachers, we were in our best professionalism. we wrote all the lesson plans, prepared all the materials, gathered the resources, so on and so forth, so that we get a very good mark.
Even as the arena as well. So if the teacher has asked a question but you don't know the answer, just raise your hand. Then you put your finger up and you don't know anything, you just raise it.
So the teachers were watching you.
Oh, how much is that?
Maybe all of you know what the teacher is.
Well, no, I'm sure.
Actually, some would repeat the lesson which they already taught.
Yeah, I remember from one. I told her. It was my cat.
Exactly. To give a good impression, an impression that you are an effective teacher, and the learners,
I don't know what
you see? Because you want to get a good grade. So, usually that is the teaching practice. Teaching practice, that's what happens. Because you graded your degree for a teaching qualification is based on the teaching practice. If you fail that one, even if you spend 4 years studying your bachelor's degree in every subject, in education, you'll not be given a degree. So you want to make an impression, you manipulate things using different strategies, like you say. You coach the learners. Whenever I ask a question, all of you raise your answers. The ones that know the answer should raise the right hand. The ones that don't, they should raise the left. But at least all of you should raise their hand. You know? So manipulation happens. Alright? So the other strategy that we felt can be done is for you not to give them a long period in terms of booking. Yeah. Just tell them, okay, I'm here, I will observe next week Monday. It's a Tuesday, right? Next week Monday, I'll come. Depending on what you want to investigate. But if it's about management, you want to investigate management strategies, how they motivate teachers, they cannot manipulate things quickly within a short period of time. Because motivating teachers takes a long period of time. But if you are observing, like the lesson observations, it's better give them short notice. Because short notice, they will not manage to put everything in place. 90% they will do what they do always. So, observation, yes, works. These anecdotal records work, but they also have their drawbacks. Okay, so what are the uses of anecdotal reports? describe child behavior, can be used to describe effectiveness of the lessons, that is lesson delivery. Yeah. Can be also used to assess effectiveness of preparation of the teacher. And number 4, it can also be used for guidance and counseling. Yeah. So based on what you have found, it can be used to guide the teacher on what to do so that it can be effective, or it can be used to counsel the children or guide the children. So it's a very important tool for that. However, the only challenge with anecdotal records is that it is time consuming in terms of executing it, but also its interpretation. The challenge is it is time consuming, and challenging in its interpretation. So those are the uses or also the significance of using anecdotal records. So what are the characteristics, the key characteristics of anecdotal records? Number 1, characteristic number 1, it has to be a factual description of a specific event. It should be a factual description of a specific event. Factual description of a specific event. When the event occurred, and the conditions under which it occurred, and the conditions under which it was, under which it occurred. So it has to be an accurate and factual description of a specific event. Like I said, focus on one specific activity and describe it factually. Don't exaggerate in describing the event. Also indicate the event inayamba nthawi yakuti, inatha nthawi yakuti, inatenga duration yochuluka kuti. Also the conditions under which the event occurred. So describe what was the situation like. What was the situation like? So if you're observing a math lesson. So describe what was the environment like? What was the situation? Was the event or the mathematics lesson happening under a fun, entertaining, enjoyable environment where the children showing interest, enthusiasm, where they attracted, where they paying attention, where they showing that they are interested? They would be very well for my conditions, isn't it? So when you are observing and using anecdotal records, make sure you are capturing that. Describe the specific event. Describe it. Indicate the class, the number of children, the name of the teacher. Right? Number two. Secondly, the specific event should be relevant. To growth, development, and education of the children being observed in the program. The specific event should be significant. In other words, it should be relevant, significant to the growth, development, and education of the children being observed. Of the children in the program being observed. Let's put it that way. So the event should be relevant to the growth, development, and education of the children in the program being observed. So by the end of the day, your records should show the linkage, should show the connection between the activity and its contribution to growth, development, and education of the children being observed. Right? If you don't show me, because those observations, those levels, I am going to assess. If I don't see you showing how the activity was contributing to the social, emotional, physical, and intellectual development of the children, then it is off point. It is not relevant. It is useless. Because the intention of you doing this is for us to see the connection, isn't it? Between what we're learning here and what happens out there. To see that what we are doing here is indeed relevant, it is practical, it is something that is doable. It happens. So when you are recording, don't just record that children were involved in playing with equipment. Some were using jumping on the trampoline during free time. It was for 20 minutes or 40 minutes. The teachers were doing blah 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 blah. That is not enough. Right? Show that what the teacher was contributing to social emotional development of the children. Show that the activity that we were doing was contributing to growth of fine or gross motor muscles. Then you will appreciate what you're doing is ECD or ECD. Number 3, interpretation of events and should be separated from the behavior descriptions. I like this point. Interpretation of events and the recommendations should be separated from behavior descriptions. Interpretation of events and recommendations should be separated from behavior descriptions of the behaviors. So it's like presentation of findings and then discussion of the findings. And then if I this is chapter 4. Which means the first part you will indicate the actual behaviors. What was happening? What were the teachers doing? Then after you have done with those descriptions, the behaviors which were being demonstrated by the teachers and the children, then you also make comments about the meaning. Okay. There's many the mother point number 2. Would you for the body means maintenance no longer of the watch. Isn't it? So like this is how things are recognition of numbers. When I'm looking at number 5 or number 5. He was teaching the learners to recognize number 5. Or he was teaching the learners how to recognize shapes. It was a lesson. That one is a very good lesson. Teaching them to recognize shapes. Cuboids, rectangles, whatever. Right? Now, explain what it means. How is that contributing to cognitive development? How is that contributing to social emotional development? The last one. An anecdotal record should contain the record of a single event anecdotal record should contain the record of a single event and an explanation of the significance of that event to childhood development and education. It should contain a description or a record of a single event and then an explanation of the significance of that particular event to childhood development and education. So guidelines for preparing and using anecdotal records. Guidelines for preparing and using anecdotal records. Number 1, record observed behaviors, whether positive or negative. Record observed behaviors, whether positive or negative. Number 1. Record observed behaviors, whether positive or negative. The observer, you yourselves, the observer, should separate descriptions of the behaviors from interpretations. The observer should separate descriptions of the behaviors from interpretations of the behaviors. So, enenane ne abalunja oyambadde description ya ebyegeeza bino bikitika kenda okukamaliza benino explain the significance, the interpretations of those behaviors. Number 3, the event or the incident should be recorded as soon as it occurs to prevent forgetting important aspects. The event should be recorded as soon as it occurs to prevent forgetting important aspects. The event should be recorded as soon as it occurs to prevent forgetting important aspects. Number 4, the record should be able to give sufficient description of the event. The records should be able to give sufficient description of the event. Should be able to give sufficient description of the event in order to provide a better understanding of the event. In order to provide a better understanding of the event. In order to provide a better understanding of the event. Advantages of anecdotal records. Advantages. Advantages of anecdotal records. Number 1, it is a flexible tool for data collection. It is a flexible tool for data collection. Number 1, it is flexible tool for data collection. Number 2, it directs the observer's attention and interest to a single event. Directs the observer's interest and attention to a single event. Number 3, it provides a description of an event accurately. It provides a description of an event accurately, which can be used to monitor the effectiveness of the teaching, learning, and the development of a child, which can be used to monitor the effectiveness of the teaching and learning entity and development of the child. It also provides cumulative records. It also provides cumulative records of children